First question, do you support a border wall? Yes or no?
Yes, I do. I do support a border wall because I think it is a national security interest. We have to protect our borders. We have to know who's coming into this country. And I think President Trump has done a great job. One of the things that I would want to do is get the wall or the secured area completed as soon as possible. We are just sort of dragging that out, and people are coming on. I believe, if necessary, take it out of the Defense Department. It is a defense issue, and I know Congress has been very reluctant to allocate funds out of the defense budget, but I think it is that important.
Second question, our economy here is based on oil and gas. Are there any oil and gas regulations or restrictions you lift or support?
I think it's really important that we do support the oil and gas industry. It is the lifeblood of our country. It is a security interest. We are stronger as a nation because we are energy independent. I think we've got to get the federal government out of our rules and regulations for the petroleum industry. They have bottlenecked our pipeline industry. They have bottlenecked our building of new refineries, and so that's an important issue. And they have had environmental issues that have really hurt the oil and gas industry. And if I go to Congress, I'm going to fight those rules and regulations and help the oil and gas industry be a lot more efficient and more profitable.
Do you support private space industries? If so, why?
I've got some real reservations about that. I know it is really, really expensive, and my goal really is to control our national debt and reduce our deficits. And I'm really concerned that we're going to get us into a space race. I don't see any other countries doing that. I think if it's a defense issue and we're preparing, for some possible military issues, that's fine. But just to go to, I'm really reluctant about spending money to go to Mars. I don't see that benefit right now. I know there's a lot of big businesses that want to spend a lot of money, but I am really concerned about the amount of money that we could spend on the space program.
And last question for me. What's the first issue that you would tackle?
Well, one of the things I would attack is the deficits. I think we have to have a program. We can't do it overnight, but I believe we have to cut 10 or 15% per year, and we have to focus on not creating new programs and spending new money. And I think Congress has to do that. I think we have to work with both Republicans and Democrats. One of the things I would do is implement a federal sunset commission where every agency, all 456 agencies in the federal government, go through sunset, where we try to shrink the size of government and reduce the number of personnel. So that's one of the first things I would like to do if elected.
Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Sorry, Mr. Faircloth, my mic cut off during the interview. That's why I kept going back and forth. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of quick questions.
Okay. Sure.
The theme of tonight was why should we vote for you? Can you let the constituents of District 11 and the people you're trying to represent know why they should, vote for you?
Well, I'm a certified public accountant. I've got 20 years of business experience, and I've got 20 years of public accounting experience. I have audited companies that are in deep trouble because they've got too much debt. I understand what happens, and as the mayor of Midland, I cut expenses, and I know what we have to do. And Congress right now is reluctant to basically cut expenses and focus on the national debt. And we are drowning in debt, and we are leaving a terrible legacy for our kids and grandkids if Congress doesn't step up and do what they're elected to do.
And they often say Midland, Odessa, the Permian Basin is the heart of District 11 and all of that. How are you going to continue to represent the people here, especially since you have the experience of being mayor here and working on the council and all of that? How are you going to bring that to Washington?
Well, those issues are really important, not just to Midland, Odessa, but the entire district. The other part of the district has oil and gas and agriculture. And so it's really important because I bring a lot of experience in my public accounting experiences. I audited agriculture industries and oil and gas. So I can bring a lot of expertise to Washington that's going to be beneficial to District 11.
Wonderful. And then just one last question. This
See you later.
whole election is, Midland and all of Texas is changing. The whole country is changing. How are you going to represent people that don't agree with your policies and don't agree with what you're running for? How are you going to represent everybody as a whole and not just red hard Republicans?
Well, that's one thing that's really important, and really I think is the problem with Washington right now, is that everyone is so hostile towards one another. The way you get things done in Washington is to compromise. You have to agree with the other side and try to get about half of what you want, and recognize that the other side has a viewpoint also. And to take that hard position of my way or the highway is not the way you get things done in Washington. So hopefully we can lower the rhetoric in Washington, and both Republicans and Democrats work together for the benefit of the people in this country.